You say Harlow gave you clues on where to find Daphne. I don't know about you, but I didn't hear him mention anything of interest.
Don't you remember the way my mother ran away from Rookwood in our world? She ran away in her animagus form, and she faked her death by placing an identical animal in her place. Harlow truly thought she was dead in our world, but in this world, he seems to admit he has no idea where she is. This means Harlow wouldn't lie about her disappearance. He truly thinks she's still missing. And I have an idea where she could be hiding.
Where exactly?
The Gaunt Mansion.
The Gaunt Mansion, out of all places.
It does make sense, if you think about it. Didn't Harlow mention something about me hiding there for the past few years?
I don't think Ophelia Gaunt is hiding in the Gaunt Mansion. That would be so obvious. It'd be the first place they'd look. Didn't it burn down anyway?
In our world, yes. But this world is completely different. I'm a wanted criminal. Ominis is an animagus auror looking for revenge, and you're actually quite similar now that I think about it. Seems like some things never change.
Hey, don't you find it strange that you're a Gaunt here?
Well, yes, in a way. But at the same time, not really. Ominis is my husband, you know.
Do you really think a man who's so bent on killing you would marry this version of you?
Obviously, but I can't think of any other reasons why I'd be a Gaunt. Could it be that I was adopted and raised by the Gaunts?
By the looks of it, Harlow seemed to imply you were raised by Victor in this world. He said he convinced Victor to keep you around despite being a squib.
I was never a squib to begin with. People with my ability just take a bit longer to awaken our abilities.
But a man like Victor Rookwood would never take that into account. The moment someone is not of use to him, they are immediately discarded. And it doesn't surprise me he'd do that to his own daughter.
He did try to kill me a few years ago. He knew exactly who I was. There were no limits to what he would do to get what he wanted.
Thank Merlin you got rid of him for good.
Would it sound crazy if I admitted that sometimes I regret doing that to him?
You regret getting rid of the wizarding world's biggest threat?
No, of course not. But there are times when I wonder, am I truly better than him? Do I not have blood on my hands after getting rid of him for good? If I had known back then, in that moment, when I deflected his spell, that he was my father, would I have still done it?
Pregnancy hormones got you overthinking. Come on, let's get going.
Wait. I see. Traces of ancient magic.
Right here? In the middle of the forest?
Yes, and it's so bright. Brighter than usual, and in a big amount. It's almost as if it were leading us somewhere.
I suppose there's no harm in following the trail, right?
I'm certainly curious as to why there's so much around here.
What do you see, Redhead?
It's only getting brighter and brighter. It's a barrier of ancient magic.
I only see trees and darkness behind them. I don't see any barrier or anything.
That's because you can't see what I see. The trees are an illusion. They're meant to be there to trick people who can't see ancient magic. There's a barrier guarding something. This must be here for a reason. It's for someone like me to find it. Stand back. I was right. There's a path hidden behind the wall.
Do you see trails of ancient magic through that path?
I do, actually. Come on, let's see what lies ahead.
Hey, wait for me! Why do you always thrust yourself into danger when... Is that...
The Gaunt Mansion. I was right the whole time. The Gaunts are still alive in this world. I don't know if that would be a relief or a nightmare for my poor Ominis.
What are we supposed to do now? Knock on the front door and hope that someone lets us in?
I don't think that will be necessary. What?
Huh? Who's that on the front?
Abysum Traher! Sebastian! Sebastian!
Don't hold on to me!
What's going on? Where are you? Stop! Don't take him!
What is... Is this a flower? She got away again. God damn it! Can you turn back now? You know how I feel about Parseltongue.
Seems like that girl is quite into you. She was a blabbering mess when she saw you. Her face was as red as her hair. Not to mention she put a daisy behind your ear after knocking you out.
She didn't knock me out. It was that other guy with her.
Seems like the little ginger girl has a crush on you. Didn't even have the courage to knock you out personally after threatening her and put a daisy behind your ear. I thought you said she was incredibly dangerous and a stone-cold monster.
Shut up.
Thank goodness I listened to you back in Hogsmeade when you said you wanted to kill her alone. Had you let me help you, we might have killed an innocent person.
She wasn't innocent. That was definitely Ophelia.
And the man who happened to be helping her just so happens to be my long-lost twin brother. Or Anne in a wig. But she doesn't have such broad shoulders, and I doubt the curse would let her fight.
It did sound like you.
It looked like me too.
And it sounded like Ophelia.
Definitely looked like her as well. But it wasn't her. Even Harlow called her out for it. Harlow and Ophelia were as thick as thieves back then. I doubt he'd wrongfully call her out.
But in our animagus form, she said her husband could speak to us. You know who she's referring to, right?
It's strange, all right.
I am utterly confused.
Does Ophelia Gaunt have a sister or something?
I don't think so, but knowing Victor Rookwood and knowing Ophelia, it wouldn't be out of character if he did have an affair.
So, was it just her sister?
No. She answered to the name Ophelia both times. But how would that explain that other you? And I know that voice anywhere. I remember being in the dining room the first night she stayed with us. I remember the way her voice just changed and the way she gave that speech. I'd like to thank all of you
for taking me in during such a difficult time in my life. Though, I must be honest, my father's death doesn't pain me as much as you'd think. He was willing to control every single aspect of my life, and now he was going to let you all control me instead. You think a small, useless little squib was unable to make choices for herself? Pathetic. I will never be controlled by the...
It was so unexpected. Up till then, she was considered a squib. So you can imagine our surprise when she pulled out her wand and killed my father without hesitation, without saying a single word. My mother was so overwhelmed with grief and pain. I still remember her screams of pain when she realized what happened. And then Ophelia killed her too. I tried to attack them back, but...
Protego!
But Marvolo shielded her. I knew there was no way I'd be able to handle them both, so I started to run. I tried to wake up my grandparents, only to find out she had already killed them in their sleep. Marvolo's wife tried desperately to hide with her children, but I heard the way she died. Even if she had managed to leave the house and run away, she still wouldn't have made it past the snake barrier, as she wasn't a parcel mouth. And then Ophelia saw me. She saw me trying to flee. I don't know what kind of magic she used, but there was no incantation. She blasted me and it barely missed me. But the sheer force of that spell made me fall out the window. I thought I was dead. I thought I had died, but I was still alive. I heard her laugh as she tried to kill me off. and I heard Marvolo laugh along with her, and somehow, by some miracle, I managed to run away. I will never forget her laugh. I will never forget her voice. I'll never let her get away with it.
Ominis, I understand the need to get revenge. I joined the Aurors and became an animagus because I wanted to support you, and I wanted you to get closure. But above all that, I wanted to protect the wizarding world from, well, people who use dark magic. I promised I'd look the other way as you dealt with her, but you've attacked an innocent person.
Like I said, that was her. It couldn't have been anyone else. Maybe the guy next to her just drank a polyjuice potion or something.
Ophelia Gaunt doesn't even know I exist. She's still hiding in the mansion, right?
She was right there, Sebastian. She's not hiding. She's not...
Shh. Quiet.
Footsteps. Who are you? State your purpose. What the fuck? Get off me, you lousy hobknocker. I should be asking the same thing.
What am I looking at?
Sebastian, what the hell is going on? Your voice is annoying. My voice? Your voice is annoying.
Who are you exactly?
I'm ominous Wait. I see what's going on. You're... another version of me. Another version? How do I know it's not a polyjuice potion? Say one thing only I'd know. Oh, well, one time you tried to feed the cat chocolate and almost left her blind.
Everyone knows that.
One time we wet the bed during a nightmare. What was the nightmare about? We had a nightmare about spiders who wanted us to tap dance, so we... Okay, that's enough information.
Hey, I wanted to hear the rest of the story. Spiders that forced you to tap dance, that must have been frightening.
Shut up!
So we have 2 Ominises, 2 Sebastians, and possibly 2 Ophelias.
Ophelia! Have you seen her? Why? You looking to kill her as well? What? What kind of a sick joke is that?
Looks like this Ominis and Ophelia are acquaintances. That would explain so much.
Acquaintances? She's my wife. Wife? You married that wretched bitch. Watch it!
So, you and Ophelia are married. That's why that other me was with her during the ambush.
Ambush? What the hell did you do to her? I will kill you if you so dare to lay a finger on her. Calm down. She's sadly still alive. What's the matter with you? You talk about her as if she were the scum of the earth. Oh, she's much more than just scum. Ophelia's the strongest and greatest witch I've ever met. Ophelia killed my whole family, you bloody wanker. What? Ophelia killed my family after being taken in. Ophelia would never do such a thing. Well, she did. Your little wife is a bloodthirsty bitch. Did you say Ophelia Gaunt? But if you two aren't married, then why is she a Gaunt? Take one bloody guess. They married her off to Marvolo. Married her off? You really think mother and father would have allowed him to get a divorce? Ophelia killed the Gaunts and she almost killed me in the process. That's not Ophelia. Ophelia would never do that. Just face it. That thing you call a wife is a cold-hearted bitch. There must be something else here at play. There's no way my Ophelia would randomly kill someone. Ophelia has been this way since we were like 10 years old. She was like that when she was a Rookwood. She's obviously going to be like that as a Gaunt. Rookwood? Ophelia never took the name Rookwood. She... Oh, Merlin. I see the difference now. Ophelia was raised by Rookwood, wasn't she? Well, who else would raise her?
My. Seems like we have a visitor. Do not worry about your friend, stranger. He's not harmed. He's just locked in our basement is all. It's you! I must say, either I'm going mad or that's a rather impressive polyjuice potion. Though 2 braids makes you look a bit childish, I've always preferred 1 longer braid. Makes me look more mature. You're the one and only Ophelia Gaunt. And either you're an incredibly attractive intruder who also happens to see ancient magic, or that mirror has finally worked. How did you know I got it to work? I've seen that mirror countless times and never got it to work myself. You're certainly a clever one. The question might seem obvious, but What's your name? Ophelia Black. I see you've decided to take Mum's surname. And you've decided to be a Gaunt, but you didn't marry Ominis, so why are you
I heard the commotion. What's going on? Whoa.
Go back inside Marvolo, I'm handling it.
Why are there two?
I said go back inside.
The adults are talking.
Bitch.
You married Marvolo? I'm afraid so. Our 8-year anniversary was last summer. You were an underage bride. It's a bit chilly out. Would you like to step in for some tea? I might be wanted, but that doesn't mean I'm unhinged. We'll just chat, and then I'll give you back your little friend. Fine. I'm choosing to trust you.